here on Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel throughout social media. We'll get you out here before the top of the hour, give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games, and that's what we do here on the drive-thru Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. It's Deliver Live Free Sports Picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later, and deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who's on the show here with us for today. All right, with us, Alex Smart with us, Big Al McMordie, Tony Brown, and of course, Kirk Stewart will also be with us here today. Here's how the lineup for this evening: Smart, McMordie, Stewart, Brown, and then I will close this one out. All right, baseball on the board tonight. Still 7 games remaining here from Major League Baseball, 4 from the WNBA. Now, we do have a couple picks there from the W, but let's get the show underway. And we'll go ahead and welcome in Alex Smart. You can catch him over at Pick Dog Screen. We'll bring in Alex right now here in just a second once I take the volume down here from our other monitor. So let's bring in Alex right now with baseball. Alex, what's happening?
Hey, Tony, how you doing? I'm going to attack some Major League Baseball tonight. We're going to try to get a punch out with a big underdog. It's tonight. Looking at this on paper, straight off the bat, you notice that Orioles will send right-hander Corbin Burnes to the hill. Burnes is one of the better pitchers in all of baseball, but he had a personal 5-game win streak come to an end last time out. He logged 4 runs in 7 innings against Houston and looked human. And I'll tell you, Texas has showed a little bit of life of late. They've been streaking, then losing. And the Orioles, they did win their last time out, but, before that, they had lost 5 games in a row. And I don't think they're still back to 100%. And they're in regressionary mode is the way I'm looking at them right now. It's also interesting to note on the flip side, Texas starter John Gray won his last visit to Baltimore. The Rangers won 12-2. And he's 2-2 with a 2.91 ERA and 4 career starts against the Orioles. So he's pitched well when he sees the Rangers. And this season he has a 3.03 ERA and a solid 2.33 ERA on the road in 5 games. He can't be underestimated here. I mean, the Rangers offer value in my opinion. And Texas is 15-4 against the money line road games against American League teams scoring 4.9 or more runs per game. And obviously, Baltimore qualifies here. The Rangers have also won 27-40 against the money line against American League East opponents over the last couple of seasons. And in matchups against each other, in a situation where their underdogs are pick'em, Rangers and O's, the Rangers are 18-4 last 22 games. And that's a huge discrepancy here, and there was a lot of underdog action there, and it was a 15.9% return on investment. So 18-4 last 22 games as an underdog in a pick'em when these teams play. So I like the Rangers here. I'm going to go with the Rangers and look for a big punch out with a big underdog win.
All right, here we go. Alex here will be on the Rangers here at plus, big number here, plus 179. The Lakers here ready to make that 55th pick here. They're the next one up. We'll see if it is Bronny. Everybody wants to find that out. But, I can't argue that with that price there. Getting great value here on the Rangers. Of course, they're trying to get back to that 500 mark. As you know, that last 2-month stretch, it's going to be wide open for these teams. So you want to get around that 500 or better here for that push.
Yeah, absolutely. The Rangers got to get moving here, and we'll see what happens after the All-Star break. Also, another thing, you're just talking about Bronny. I heard some stuff about Cleveland also. Sorry, not Cleveland. I heard LeBron might actually think of. Can he leave LA? How's that contract work?
Oh, he has he opted out, so he can walk out. The Lakers apparently have a 3-year deal for him set in place. That's the plan, but LeBron's going to take his time. So right now he opted out of his contract. He's absolutely right now a free agent.
And he says it's not that important that he plays with Bronny, but hey, I don't know. It's going to be.
The tape is out there. The videotape is up there. Yeah, and also as I said before, it's the 55th pick, and at this point, these players don't want to get drafted. They want to be undrafted free agents. this late in the draft, you're going to be married to one team. That's the situation here. If it keeps LeBron at 55, what the heck? Like I said, what's 50? What's actually there's only 58 picks. You got 57, 58. There's 3 more picks after 55. So really, what's the big deal?
Yeah. Yeah, good point. Yeah, absolutely, good point. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. It's been an interesting draft. The big center from UConn, man. I'm starting to wonder what's going on with all that.
All right, the pick is in. The pick is in for the Lakers. Let's see who it's going to be. We're waiting to get word here on it. Everyone seems to be happy. Everyone's shaking hands. They always do. They just think they made the greatest pick in the world. Everybody there, JJ and everybody. So the pick is in. We'll find out who it is if it's good. What do you think about the Lakers getting their number one pick? That was everyone said the steal of the draft.
Yeah, absolutely. The steal of the draft, 100%. You know what? Sometimes, the conspiracy theories come out of the closet here. And you see, what is it with L.A.? Where do they get all this from? And how do they, year after year, we've watched this happen. It doesn't mean it's a championship. It just means, man, there's a lot of action around the Lakers. Ever since the 70s, you wonder. It's crazy stuff.
Yeah, and it should be interesting here to see. Pick is in. We'll get an announcement here in just a little bit. Alex O'Hare will be on the Rangers plus 179. This one tonight here at 6:35 Eastern Time. All right, Alex, let's take a look over at Pick.com. We'll announce it when we're done here with this segment. Okay, Alex, baseball on the board tonight, the 7-game card, 4 from the W. Alex enjoying a great 2024. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I've got one Major League Baseball best bet. It goes tonight, and let's start rolling again. It's been a little bit of a pause here for about a week or so, but man, I've had 2 or 3 pauses lately and huge runs afterwards. So let's see what happens.
That's right, guys. I got one with Axmart over at Pick Dog Stream. You see the great results here. 3,200 units. It is Bronny James to the Lakers. Wow, biggest secret in the world. So it's official. 3,148 units of profit here. And
that contract's going to get signed now. Yeah, that contract's going to get signed.
Yeah. There's, like I said, there's only 3 more picks after him. Right. So it's like,
Right.
You're better off not drafting me. I should have been an undrafted free agent. But anyway, you see the words
so
there.
Are you happy LeBron's going to be there next year? Sorry,
why not? They have. Well, yeah, I think I'm okay with it. I mean, LeBron's showing really. Maybe the numbers he's putting up are phenomenal. So I can't. And from a business, he's good for business too. So
absolutely, and he's sort of like an assistant coach or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. So guys, keep an eye on Alex Smart. There's baseball on the board, WNBA, and use that. Get on board with a long-term pass, 1-month pass. Get on board with Alex. All his MLB and WNBA for his next 30 days. And the promo code PICK at checkout will save that 15% off. All right, Alex, as always, great having your show. Continue that success, and we'll catch up with you again here. We got you next week, or is it the vacation time?
I think it's going to be a little bit of vacation time, a little bit of NFL, scope time. So I think for a few weeks I'll be gone. I'll let you know. But I gotta get into the football stuff and gotta enjoy a little bit of summer too.
Yeah. So Alex usually takes his break here. So enjoy your break. And we'll catch up with you again, Alex, in a few.
Yeah, I'll still be posting baseball daily in WNBA, though, so it'll all be there.
Everything there, just vacation from the drive-thru. All right, you got Alex Smart here on the drive-thru. Let's continue here on the show. Guys, let's keep an eye on this chat pick a day for today. It's going to be Guardians and Royals, a big AL Central battle between the Guardians and Royals. If you like the Guardians, it's letter A, B for the Royals, C for the over, D for the under, and of course, let me go ahead and update my card here to which one I like. It's always it's not this one. Let me go ahead and change it up there. All right, we'll see here when we reset this. So go ahead and put your votes in. It is a chat pick of the day. All right, let's continue here on the drive-thru. It is now time to bring in Big Al McMordie. Catch him over at Pick Dog Stream. Big Al, what's going on?
Not much. Just watching the NBA draft as you were. So
it's
very anticlimactic.
I know. We all figured out that. Like I said, at this point of the draft, with 58 rounds, there's not much. No. That's how it is. What's your thoughts here with the Spurs?
I mean, it was obviously, Stephon Castle was who everyone figured we would take with number 4. I thought that was good, but from a fan's standpoint, I did not like that they traded the number 8 pick for a pick swap in 2030 when they already had a pick swap in 2030 with Dallas. So now they've got 2 pick swaps in 2030. They can only use one. I guess they'll have to trade one of them down the road. And then 2031, they get a first-round pick in that one. But, it's 7 years out, and who the hell knows where the Timberwolves are going to be 7 years out. So let's just say that pick's number 15 or 16 in 2031. So you're trading the number 8 this year for that. And I'd rather have instant gratification, be able to root for 2 rookies, next year while I watch the games than 1 rookie. So that's my take on it. But after the draft, Brian Wright, the general manager of the Spurs, was basically saying that he couldn't talk about why they made the trade. At some point, he'll be able to talk, so that implies that it's part of a bigger picture where they're going to try to use the additional cap space. When you don't have a first rounder on your roster, that adds $6 million to your cap space. So the Spurs went from $20 million to $26 million just by not drafting someone at number 8. So maybe that $6 million difference will allow them to go after, a free agent or make a trade to absorb someone's contract into the team. So we'll have to see what the larger picture is this summer. But
oh yeah, I mean, I think you start to feel pressure now. I mean, it's still early, but when Wemby's rookie contract's up, I don't think he wants to sit through any more rebuilds.
No, I mean, look, there's talk that Paul George could be a target. There's talk that Darius Garland could be a target. There's lots of guys that are rumored to be, targets of the Spurs. We'll just have to see what gives.
Yeah,
but they're going to have, they're going to have enough money to be able to go after whoever they want to go after, and maybe this extra $6 million is the difference maker. I'm trying to remember who the other player is who has a $26 million contract right now. He's escaping my mind, but there's another one out there that they could end up going after. Let me just see if I can remember who it was. DeJounte Murray.
Okay.
Yeah, DeJounte Murray gets $26 million a year. So, if they want to, make a trade with Atlanta, maybe that's why they're, freed up the extra $6 million. So we'll see what happens.
We'll see how it goes. All right, we go to Anaheim tonight for this one. Tigers and Angels. We see the Tigers $1.45, total 8.5.
Yeah, Jack Flaherty's going to be on the mound for the Motor City Kitties. He's been consistent this season. In his last 9 starts, he has given up no more than 3 runs in any of those games. His ERA is 1.83 over those 9 games, but if you just take a look at his last 4 games, it's 0.40. And for the season, his whip is a spectacular 0.97. So you pretty much know what you're going to be getting with Flaherty. He's going to be matched up against Davis Daniel. You don't know what you're going to be getting with Daniel because this is his first career start in the majors. He did pitch a little bit out of relief for the Angels last season. His strikeout to walk ratio in those games wasn't great. It was 1-to-1, so wasn't great as an overstatement. But when he would pitch for Salt Lake City for the first 3 months of this season, his strikeout to walk ratio was 83-25, even though his ERA was north of 5 runs a game. It was 5.33. But he's obviously a complete unknown. The Tigers have never seen him before, so that's a little bit of a disadvantage. But still, I do like the Tigers in this game, given how consistent Flaherty has been, for this season, and also he's been, consistent in his career road games. His teams have gone 46-34 with him on the mound on the road, plus 11.6 net games after the juice in his career. So I like Detroit here. Anaheim's not been a good home dog, over the last several years, and there's no reason to think that's going to change tonight. So I'll take Detroit.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Yeah, home team, it's been brutal. Bullpen's been brutal this year. Tough times there for the Angels. So Big Al here on the Tigers. A good question you bring up about the first-time starters. Have there been are there points where you will back these first-time starters?
I prefer to take the unders in the games with the first-time starters rather than back them. I just think, there's no tape on them, right? I mean, I just think none of the hitters have ever matched up with them before. I just think there's an edge to the game being low scoring. I would take the under. Okay,
all right. We're interested to say that Big Al, of course, use database and numbers. So when somebody like that pops in, he's all the because this is the time of year now we're going to get him. Then we get him in September, but a lot different.
Yes, lots of them in September.
Lots of them then. All right, so Big Al here on the Tigers laying it against the Angels. All right, Big Al, let's take a look over at Pick Dog Print for tonight's action. Of course, on the board tonight, we still have a 7 on the board for Major League Baseball, 4 from the WNBA. Big card tonight. What do you have? Good results for Big Al here. 2,200 units of profit for 2024. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Cashed earlier today on the Dallas Wings. They snapped an 11-game losing streak. They upset the Minnesota Lynx, and that was a nice win for us in the WNBA. I've got another WNBA winner tonight. I also have Canadian football, my CFL game of the month, and I've got baseball. We're currently riding a red-hot 46-24 run, 2-0 yesterday with the Orioles and the Mariners, so hopefully we'll keep it going. And that's what I have today. And tomorrow I'll have baseball, and then looking ahead to the weekend, I'll be back in action in the CFL on Saturday.
There you go, guys. Going to work with Big Al McMordie over at Pick.com. Great results for the year. And we need to consider the long-term pass. Remember that 1-month pass gets you all Big Al's free plays for 30 days, baseball, CFL, and WNBA. But, of course, if you're a big bettor, Big Al, you have that all-access plan.
We do. It's for guys who can bet 1 to 10,000 games, so it's not for everybody. But if you're a high roller and you want to get all of our plays and also get them rated from 10 stars down through 1 star, just text the words Big Al to 702-769-0404. But you must be a high roller. You must be able to bet upwards of 10,000 a game. If you qualify, just text the words Big Al to 702-769-0404.
All right, there you go from Big Al McMordie. All right, Big Al, have yourself a great week. We'll catch up with you again next week. And of course, catch you on the weekend shows as well.
Yes. Yeah, I'll see you hopefully on Saturday.
You got it. Big Al McMordie here on the Drive Thru. Let's continue here on the show. Guys, keep an eye on that chat pick of the day. It's been one way so far. Guardians and Royals. If you like the Guardians, letter A. B for the Royals, C over, D under. That's the chat pick of the day. Right now it is 4 on the side of the Guardians, 1 here for the over. So keep them coming in. It's the chat pick of the day. All right, let's continue here on the drive-thru. It is now time to welcome in Kirk Stewart. You can catch him over at Pick Dodge Premium. WNBA coverage right now. Here we got Kirk coming in here with that. We'll also have Tony Brown with him a little later in the show. Kirk, what's happening?
Not much. How are we doing?
Doing great. All right, here we go tonight. WNBA on NBA TV features Sun at Mystics. Sun road favorites 10.5. We see the total 151.
Yeah, as you know, I've been high on the Sun this year, but this is kind of a tough spot for them right now. The Mystics are winners of 4 of their last 5, and they're 4-4 in their last 8. One of them was a 5-point loss against the Liberty. Another one was a 2-point loss against the Fever. They're staying competitive in games. They've been good at home. The Sun are on a 2-game losing streak. Yes, they played good teams on that, but they just haven't looked like themselves. I do expect the Sun to win here, but I do not expect them to cover this 10.5 point spread. As we saw earlier today, the Lynx were also 9.5, 10-point favorites, and they lost outright to the Wings. I did not expect that, but yeah, I think the spread's too large.
Here we go. Kirk here on the Mystics. Here, I'm going to go ahead and take the points here against the Connecticut Sun team here tonight. It's interesting. I was looking at that game earlier today, and I thought back to last year when I believe it was Liberty won that money game. They had a little bit of a letdown. Did you kind of wonder that might have happened there after winning the bag, that we might have saw a letdown there from the Lynx?
I was expecting a blowout just with how Dallas has played lately. I think the Lynx were up 28-15 at the end of the first or something like that. And then I don't know what got to them, but it just went downhill from there. And yeah, no, I was kind of surprised. I was honestly shocked that they lost that game, especially after being up 13 in the first quarter. But it shows that it's the WNBA. Anything can happen any game. And yeah.
Yep, no doubt about that. Yeah, this Connecticut team here, last leg of that road trip here in Washington, after going to Vegas, getting beat in Seattle pretty soundly there. Those were pretty two sound losses there.
Yeah, I think Seattle is better than their record shows, and the Aces as well, they're better than their record shows. So those are 2 good teams. I think the Western Conference will be very interesting this year with how the Lynx are playing as well. So I wouldn't shoe in that the Aces are really going to be the team from the Western Conference. If I had to put my money on them, I'd probably still put it on the Aces. But if you're looking for value, I'd look towards the Storm or the Lynx in the Western Conference.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Storm Lynx in Western Conference. Of course, Aces in there. Of course, Liberty, the team, the Sun. What's your thoughts on the Sky team? They're going to get tested tonight. We're going to have a pick in that game a little later, but amongst contenders here in the conference finals if they get that far.
I think it's got to be Sun versus Liberty in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
I think the Fever, they're too inexperienced. Honestly, same with the Sky. I don't see any team competing with them in the East.
All right. There you go. Kirk tonight here will be on the Mystics here, plus the 10.5 here against the Sun. Do you have any player props tonight?
I actually did have Collier first quarter points for the Lynx over 5.5. She got 7, so that was nice to see. So that was the only thing I got tonight. I really expected a bigger game from the Lynx. I actually had the spread as a premium, and that didn't work out. So I'm staying off the rest of the WNBA tonight.
What's your take from the draft as we're kind of winding down? We're waiting for the last pick here from Dallas.
Yeah, no, I thought it was. I was kind of shocked at number 5 that Ron Holland went 5 after Klingon and Buzelis were kind of linked there for so long. I mean, Holland was plus 5,000 to go top 5, which is just insane. I think it's a good draft. There's some steals. I really like what the Celtics did with Shireman. I think he's a great fit, especially if they do lose Hauser. I think he slots in really nicely there. So as a Celtics fan, I think we had a good draft. I forget who we drafted with 51 or 2. I think like Walton or something. Not exactly sure. Yeah, but overall, I think it. Yeah, sorry.
No, it's interesting because we had a discussion about Edey, right? We were trying to pick out the slower tempo teams we figured he would go into. Now you're going against he got drafted complete opposite with the fastest point guard in the league. That's just mind-boggling.
Yeah, no, I did not think he was going 9. I thought he was going to go like 15 to 20 range as we talked about, but I was also surprised that Memphis didn't trade up for Klingon. I thought they were going to trade up. I thought that was their guy. I guess Edey. It'll be an interesting.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see Edey. Boy, he's going to really have to get the cardio going. He's going to have to get him the cardio because it's going to be a lot of running and gunning here. And, it's interesting. I'm not saying he can't do it, but, Morant's not going to slow down. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's Morant. He's a fast, quick player. Maybe Edey will hang back on defense on offense. Who knows? Maybe
that may be the case, right? He may just be the guy there sandbagging on defense. That may be a possibility there. It'll be 4-on-5 offensively, but we're just going to outrun you and outscore you. Interesting to see because the NBA is so different, right? The first half, then we got to post All-Star break, then the tempos got slow, right?
Yeah, no, it is interesting how it goes from beginning of the season to end of the season, but yeah, I mean, it should be interesting to see a lot of these guys. Really, Reese Shea, I wonder really if the Hawks do anything else, whether they trade DeJounte, Trae Young, or really build around those 3 guys. So it should be interesting.
Yeah, it should be interesting. Looking forward. The summer league's just about July 12th, so they're ready to roll here in a couple of weeks. So they're going to get the guys in the camp, give them the physicals, and get the pictures going. And before you know it, boom, let's get to the summer league in Vegas. If you've ever been I've been to summer league in Vegas and out here back in the day when they had it at Long Beach. Pretty fun. I don't know if you go to Vegas, but it's a pretty fun experience to go out there and see the summer league.
I was actually there last year. It was my first time ever. I got to see Wemby, Brandon Miller, Scoot, the Thompsons, Jabari Smith played a great summer league. So I was there for the first weekend. I mean, it's awesome. Literally, the whole NBA is in Vegas. I think 5 of the teams stayed in my hotel. So I was running into like Kyle Lowry at breakfast and Jay Crowder at the roulette table. So it's a really, really fun experience because like it's a great place to holiday. You get to meet your new teammates. All the stars are there. And, I mean, even the Olympics this year saw a lot more players. I know they have a tune-up game in Vegas, so a lot of guys will be in Vegas. So it's an NBA fan's dream, really. Yeah,
I would recommend it. And it's a time of year where I like to go because it's not as crowded. It's not as crowded, but yeah. I like it then. And the pools are cool, as you know. All right, Kirk here on the Mystics plus the 10.5 here tonight, WNBA on NBA TV. All right, Kirk, let's take a look over at Pick Document for tonight's action. 7 games on the board here from Major League Baseball, 4 from the W. We also have, as we said, baseball in action. What do you have going over at the site?
Yeah, I got just a couple plays tonight in the MLB up. I have the Giants in that Giants-Cubs game. I know it's going. I don't know if that game's over yet. I know it was 3-3 bottom.
The Cubs in the top of them hit a 2-run home run, so Giants at bat here, bottom 10th.
Great. So not a good start with the Lynx, and it looks like the Giants, but got 2 plays on the site for MLB, so looking to bounce back, but Also, Euros are coming back on Saturday with the round of 16. So a lot of soccer plays as well. So a little bit of everything right now.
That's right, guys. Got more with Kirk Stewart over at Pick Dog Cream. Got a lot going on. You may consider a long-term pass. You can see the 3, 7, or 30 all sports pass. Get all of his premium plays for that time period. Select. When you go to his handicapper page, make that purchase. Remember, he's in action with the Euros, WNBA, MLB, and more. Get signed up. All right, Kirk, as always, great having the show. Have yourself a great evening, and we'll catch up with you again next week.
Sounds good. Thank you. Have a good one.
You got it. Also, to make note, they can catch your video series here on this channel as well.
Yep. If you want Copa America, Euros, MLB over-unders. I even gave out 7.5 under, so that home run really killed me in two different ways. But yeah, no, I give out my MLB over-unders, go about 2-3 games each day and tell you if I like the over, the under, go over the pitching matchups, which teams have been hot, and all those certain things. So I got a lot over on the site in terms of videos as well.
All right, guys, so check it out. Yep. Kirk Stewart over at Pick Dog Cream. Get on to his video series. All right, Kirk, have a great night. We'll catch up with you again next week.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Got it. Kirk Stewart here on the drive. Let's continue here on the chat. Pick of the day. Tonight it's Guardians and Royals. You've got the Guardians. It's letter A. B for the Royals. C going over. D going under. It's a chat pick of the day. And right now it is 4-1 on the side of the Guardians here. Bo Dunn comes in here with the pick here on the Royals, right? He's the only one on the Royals tonight. 3-2 count right now. Of course, Giants are runner on second as they're looking to try to tie this game. They're down 5-3. No outs. Bottom of the 10th. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. And it's fouled away again. It's been a lot of foul balls here in this spot for Wisely. He's been really battling that relief pitcher for the Cubs. All right, let's continue here on the drive through. Tony Brown up next. More WNBA coverage here on the show. Let's bring Tony Brown in. You can catch him over at Pick Dog Spring. Out in hot Las Vegas, Nevada right now. It's a triple digits plus here right now. And let's get him in here and roll. Hang on a second. The Giants got a base hit, so they're going to have 2 runners on here looking to tie the game or go and win it. So there you go. There's a little update there for you there on that Giants. I was going to tell Kirk, don't worry, because the Cubs bullpen has been known to blow games here. Tony Brown, what's happening?
Nothing, man. I'm doing the same thing. I'm literally sweating out this Cubs game myself. I'm not because of the total or anything, just because it's 110 out here. That's right, 110 degrees. Warm weather out here. And, of course, the Aces are going to be back in action tonight, as, of course, we talked about when the Aces, when they got all their players back, they got healthy, man. It's a totally different look for this team. They've been looking pretty good. We're going to get the card up here right now, so we'll be ready to roll here. It's an interesting matchup because I think it's, of course, there's always a little bit of trauma involved there with the Sky because of the way they play. Aces at Sky here. Aces 10.5 here, total 173.
Yeah, you said it. Angel Wilson was carrying the Aces on her back with so many injuries to the rest of the players. But now everybody's getting healthy. She got her sidekick, Plum, is back. And that's why we're 10.5-point favorites on the road. Experience definitely going to be able to trump the youth in this one. I love Angel Reese. I think she's going to become what Angel Wilson is already. But it's going to take a while. You got to take your lumps. And she's going to see talent like she's never seen before. Coming out of college and coming into the league. I know she's on a hot double streak or whatnot. But I've seen Angel Wilson in person, and I'm telling you, she's good. You know what I mean? She's one of the best players I've ever seen, men or women. She really has the fundamentals down. She's tough, she's tall, she's fast, she's strong. Like, she's everything you're looking for in a basketball player. And I think that Angel Reese is going to learn her lesson tonight. They're coming off a big emotional win over Caitlin Clark and them. They started that rival. That's the new Jordan and Magic for women, I guess, her and Caitlin Clark. And so the Fever had a big 12-point lead. The Sky was able to battle back and get the win. So I think that emotion took a lot out of them. And now playing at home against the defending back-to-back champions, it's going to show. And I like the Aces to win this one big. They're not going to pull any punches because, like I said, with all those injuries, they're only 2 games over 500 right now. So they're going to show everybody they're back. Everybody's back playing at a high level. And I think they show the Sky. And I'm not afraid to lay the 10.5 on the road.
All right, talking about not afraid to lay it here, 10.5 on the road here against the Sky. A Sky team, of course, we said Risa having a really good rookie season. There's a lot of individual awards up for grabs. Rookie of the year is, that's going to be a big discussion as we get to the end. We're still early in this season here, but right, the Sky had just had a 4-game losing streak until they got back-to-back wins at home here against Dallas and Indiana here on this homestand. But now, as you said, it gets really tougher now facing the Aces here. But a lot of time off, 3 days off in between games.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it can mean rest versus rust. In this case, I think it means rest, especially with everybody coming back, from injuries and stuff like that. There'll be no rust involved, and the extra rest and them coming off that big emotional win, they're going to be a little bit tired, a little bit juiced, and so I think that's going to play a factor as well.
Yeah, and of course, when they got healthy, here look at these shooting percentages here for the Aces, nearly 57% against Seattle, 48% against Connecticut.
Yeah, we were 3 starters down. So, that's like almost the whole team. So,
Yep.
It's only 5 girls that play and we're 3 starters down. So, it's dramatically changed. And as it should. Like I said, they're the defending back-to-back champions. They're one of the best teams in the WNBA ever.
Yeah, I think the Aces have it in the West. I think it'll be more competitive in the East. I think when we get to Aces and Lynx, I'm really high on the Aces in that one. I think it'll be a bit more tougher again through the East this year.
Yeah, I'm looking at an Aces Liberty rematch, just the way things are looking and shaping up. But if anybody gets upset, it'll be the Liberty over there in the East. They have a few more people that can compete. Aces walk away with this one, 3-peat time.
Yep, looking for the 3-peat there. And Tony Brown, your thoughts here on the draft here that we just witnessed here, just completed?
Yes, I'm super excited. We got Bronny James. I think that solves all our problems. We go ahead and beat Denver now and win the championship.
Hey.
No, that was definitely sarcastic. It was a cool draft. Our first-round draft pick is definitely the steal of the draft. That kid is good. He was a player of the year in college. He was a Big Ten, a big all-defensive player. He can shoot the lights out like J.J. Redick style. Perfect fit for him. He can dunk on people. So I think that was a big pickup. And I think we just got Bronny James to put some money in our pockets as far as Laker fans. I'm not sure he was NBA ready this year, but his dad is LeBron James. He can't be too bad. And if he's developing with his father on the team, you're developing one of the greatest players of all time. It can't hurt, but I don't think it really helped. But it was the end of the draft. Why not?
Yeah. Like I said, there were only 3 picks after him, right? So it's
Right.
not like right.
No biggie, no harm, no foul. No big contract is going to be needed or warranted. He's going to be on the team. He's going to have to earn his way on the team. And if he earns his way on the spot, then so be it. And it's going to be pretty cool. I know I'm going to grab me a ticket. I can't believe, it's going to be the first time ever father and son gets to play together. So that's pretty neat. I'm going to be a part of watching history, but I still think we got a mountain to climb in the Denver Nuggets.
Oh yeah, it's still some work to there. And of course, we'll see how that rolls here with the Denver Nuggets coming. Trying to get back in the. We know they're going to be back in the picture, but see if they can get back into the World Championship picture there in the finals. All right, Tony Brown will be on the Aces playing the 10.5 tonight against the Sky on Prime, Amazon Prime to show this one. All right, Tony Brown, let's take a look over at Pick.Prim for tonight's action. We have action on the board tonight from Major League Baseball. Still a 7-game card. Cubs have won the game 5-3. They got out of the jam there. Giants, no clutch hitting from the Giants when they needed it. 4 from the W. Tony Brown having a great baseball year this year. What do you have going over at Pick.Prim?
Yeah, I got in on those morning games this morning, so I only have 1 play up tonight, but it's my best play. I saved my best for last, actually. It's a 9 p.m. Eastern start, so last play of the day, last chance to bang your bookie, and we are definitely all in on that one. And, of course, you can grab my monthly pass, my 7-day pass, or that VIP 365 all-year pass. No need to pay every day per play or per game anymore. You get my full MLB season, plus the rest of the 365 days of a year. It's a full year pass, not a season pass. Every play I release, every sport, playoffs, championship for one very low price.
One low price, guys. Get on board with Tony Brown over at Pick.Prim. Long-term pass, they said. 1-year pass, VIPs. That's the way to roll. And use that promo code PICK at checkout. We'll save that 15% off. All right, Tony Brown, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that success, and we'll catch up with you again on the drive-thru next week.
Awesome. Always appreciate being here, and I'll see you guys next week.
You got Tony Brown here on the drive-thru. We'll continue here on the show, guys. The chat pick of the day. We got Guardians and Royals. If you like the Guardians, it's letter A. B for the Royals. C over, D under. Chat pick of the day right now. 5 on the Guardians, 1 Royals, 1 on the over. So keep these picks coming in before we get to the end of the show. All right, let's continue here on the drive-through. We're going to come to my pick, and then we'll close out. I'm going to do time for a little bit of an MLB rundown for the remaining games here on the board. Let's get here to my pick, and then we'll roll on with the show. All right, we're going to go into this one. The Yankees and Blue Jays head-to-head tonight. And we'll be looking here at the plus money on the Blue Jays here at plus 117. Yankees really in that bit of a funk right now. Hitting the baseball just 216 in their past 7 games, and believe it or not, 216 in their past 7 games, and believe it or not, in their 22 divisional games, the Yankees hitting just 216, and they're 10-12 against the AL East. It's a minus 4.5 unit loss, and Rodon is on the mound here. Rodon at this price has not been well to back here, and he's been lined at minus 125 to minus 175 the past 2 seasons. 7-14, that's a minus 14 unit loss there. I'd rather back Berrios in this spot. We know the issues with the Toronto bats, but New York's bats are cold right now too. So give me the plus money here with the Blue Jays, because Rodon just hasn't seemed to have enough consistency when he's been a big favorite, and that's what we got here, minus 7-14 at this price range over the past 2 seasons. All right, guys, check out pick.com. I got a best bet on the board. My first play was finished. I had a winner on the Twins for those early risers, those who got the early pick. My best bet is the night pick, so get on board with my best bet tonight, or you can get on board with my long-term pass, 3, 7, or 30-day all-sports pass. You get all my pre and plays for that time period. Select when you go to my handicapper page, make that purchase. Remember the promo code PICK at checkout. We'll save you that 15% off. All right, let's do a little bit of a rundown here, as we got a little extra time. We had some folks not make it today, so we'll go ahead and do that. So let's move the chains, as we say. We do have some games in progress. We just went to final. Wow, did you see that one there, guys? This Twin game went final, but look at this. White Sox, big favorite here, plus 239 to get the job done. 1-0. I like how in that one tonight here against the Braves. Boy, oh boy, they just Braves bats don't show up. Again, Braves have been cold, right? They hitting 236. They've gone under in 5 of 7. Make it now under in 6 of 8, because this one goes way under the total of 7.5, 8. That one closed 8 there in that one. All right, Marlins and Phillies have just started here. Phillies go off big favorites, 275. I like the under in this game, under 7.5, 8. Do your line shopping, but that's what I looked at in this game, because we know Miami has really struggled hitting the baseball. 219 on the road. They're under in 24 of 36 on the road. Their bullpens perform well on the road, and the Phillies have not hit as well against left-handed starters. And when the Marlins have been big dogs like this, between plus 175 and plus 250, they're 10-1 to the under this season. So I looked under in that game. Rangers and Orioles. I'm behind Alex Smart 100% on that one. Put the plus money on the Texas Rangers. You just got my pick there on Yankees and Blue Jays. Reds and Cardinals, not covered on the show in this one. I looked at the chalk in this one with the Cardinals. The Cardinals, just based on their bats right now, over their past 7, hitting 287, put up 6 runs a game. Reds just 230 against left-handed starters. I know it's Michaelis, but I'll back him in this spot here against the Reds here with the Cardinals. Bats starting to show some life of late. Guardians and Royals, that's our chat pick of the day. I kind of agree with the chat there on the Guardians side. Royals really struggling hitting right now. And, of course, you definitely have a bullpen edge with Cleveland, no doubt about that. Casey over their past 7, just 106, hitting 167, which is brutal here. You can trust Cleveland in this price range, even money to minus 150. They're 28-11, returning 14 units. So they've been money at this price range. So I'll look for the Guardians in that spot. Of course, we had Big Al. Where did we go? Here we go. Tigers and Angels was covered here by Big Al McMordie. He liked the side. I like a total. I'll look under in this one. Detroit over the past 7, averaging 2.9 runs per game. Their bullpen has performed well on the road this season, and boy, the Angels here over the past 7 hitting just $196. Both teams over their past 7 games are trending to under the total, so we'll look here under there between the Angels and the Tigers. All right, guys, we got you through the baseball rundown best we could here, as we do have a limited card tonight from Major League Baseball, as we are into the Philly game here in progress right now. And, of course, Rangers-Orioles is the one that's set to start. All right, guys, we're going to get to the recap. And before we get to the recap, let's go ahead and close out this chat pick of the day. We asked you about the Guardians and the Royals. And of course, we did get one. We've gotten some over coverage here, but right now it looks like it's going to be on the Guardians. So we're going to close it out right now. 6-1 on right now in favor of the Guardians. We do have 3 to the over. So the Guardians will be today's chat pick of the day. All right, guys. Be sure to put your show pick into the chat, and we will cover that at the end of the show. Let's get to the recap. All right, we had Alex Smart on the Rangers plus 179. Big Al McMordie like the Tigers minus 143. Kirk was on the Mystics plus the 10.5. Tony Brown Aces minus 10.5. Blue Jays plus the 117 for yours truly, the one I like the most. I'll go here with the Rangers pick there with Alex. That's a big plus price. We'll take that one. All right, guys. So get those show picks in the chat, and we'll read them off in just a second. That's going to do it for this edition here of the Drive Thru. We'll be back again tomorrow live at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring in our cappers from Big Dogs and Sports Chevrolets. We'll have your plays for you in real time. Remember to always get started with that morning show. We're live here at 10:30 a.m. Each time in the mornings with Mitch, with Chris, and of course with Jay. Of course, it'll be Jay and Chris, right? And Mitch a little bit of a break here during the summer. And don't forget the video series from Mitch, 7 picks in 5 minutes. His Bane Tools show, his roundtable discussion with the professionals. Also, we've got Ron Romanelli with his baseball breakdown. Big Al McMordie coming in with his all access. Of course, Kirk Stewart with his with his totals up there. He also getting some picks from Kirk with the Copa America with Goran in there as well. Contrarian angles here from our man Brian Beller. We also video series here from Big Al McMordie as all access. Costi with sharp trading plays. And boy, we've got many more here, guys. So make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications. So be notified when these video picks are dropped. All right, let's keep an eye here on the show picks today. Bo Dunn likes Silver Storm over 167.5. Blake going the other way, going under in that game. Blake also likes Toronto laying the half run in the first 5. Jays for Rich as well. Ron Crawford show pick will be the Storm. Yep, Lewis Eisenhower said Lynx partied too hard today. That's exactly what happened last year to Liberty. After Liberty went into Vegas, they partied too much and they dropped the game. I think it was to the Sparks, right? Either the Sparks or the Mercury. They played the following game. I remember Rod and I talking about that angle, right? They're going to party when they win the money, and boom, they get pounded. Happened again. Keep an eye on that angle. After the team wins the bag, they don't cover and they gotten beat. So you're right on there with Lewis Eisenhower. Remember that last year. All right, let's see any more here. Tigers laying the half run. The run line, first 5 innings for Blake on the Tigers. All right, let's see if we have any more. We got more coming. Okay, we got David Kleiner, Indiana, Seattle over 167.5. O's run line and the Reds from Thomas Bowe. Washington Mystics plus 10.5 from Thomas Bowe as well. You're welcome there, David Kleiner. All right, your last call here, guys, before we close it out. Let me do one more refresh. All right, that's cash, guys, as Bo says. All right, that's going to do it. Let's go ahead and bring in our crew from night. Well, good night to you guys. You guys have a great